Oh my God, grab your coffees and sit down. Because the tea I'm going to spill is scalding hot and will spin every head. Watching this video, the entertainment world has been brought to its knees with news that has left everyone absolutely devastated. Love and hip-hop royalty. Yandy Smith is fighting for her life after a horrific car crash that has shaken the industry to its core. But, darlings, this isn't just another celebrity accident. What I'm about to reveal will leave you absolutely speechless. The web of betrayal, and dark secrets surrounding this tragic incident runs deeper than anyone could have imagined. Picture this: a quiet evening on Bedford Highway, suddenly shattered by the ear-splitting screech of tires and the sickening crunch of metal against concrete. Our beloved Yandy, the unstoppable force of reality TV, the woman who seemed to have it all, was found unconscious in the wreckage of her vehicle. The scene was absolutely horrific. Emergency services rushing to save her life as witnesses stood frozen in shock, unable to process the devastation before their eyes. The medical report reads like something from our worst nightmares: multiple fractures, severe head trauma, and injury so extensive that doctors are privately whispering their doubts about her chances of survival. But darlings, that's just the beginning of this heart-wrenching saga that's about to unfold before our very eyes. Mendeecees, Yandy's devoted husband and partner, through thick and thin, received that dreaded phone call that every spouse fears. Imagine, if you will, the absolute terror coursing through his veins as he rushed to the hospital, his mind racing with possibilities each more devastating than the last. But what awaited him in those sterile hospital corridors? Oh honey, you couldn't write drama this intense if you tried. The scene in the waiting room was electric with tension. Picture this: M's already devastated and struggling to maintain his composure, suddenly confronted by Yandy's mother, a woman whose presence could make even the strongest person quiver. She burst through those hospital doors like a force of nature, her eyes blazed with years of pent-up resentment and suspicion, fighting for her life. And you're over there crying like it's your fault. The words exploded from her lips, each syllable dripping with venom. But that was just the opening salvo in what would become an all-out emotional warfare. Devin, Yandy's brother, jumped right into the fray, his own accusations adding fuel to the already blazing fire. Don't think you're going to play the victim here, Devin snarled, his face contorted with rage. She's been putting up with your nonsense for years, and now this happens. The family drama that had been simmering beneath the surface for years suddenly erupted like a volcano, spewing years of resentment and mistrust into that already charged atmosphere. But hold on to your seats, darlings, because this is where things take a turn that nobody saw coming. As Mendeecees sat by Yandy's bedside, watching the machines keeping his beloved wife alive, his phone buzzed with a message that would change everything. Someone claimed to know the truth about the crash, not just any truth, but a dark, twisted reality that involved a third party with a deep-seated vendetta against Yandy. The social media sphere exploded with theories and speculation. Was Yandy running from something or someone? Why was she driving so recklessly on that fateful evening? The rumors spread like wildfire, each more outrageous than the last. But as we would soon discover, the truth was far more shocking than any speculation. Enter Tasha, Yandy's supposed best friend and confidant of many years. She burst into that hospital waiting room like she was carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders, her face pale with what we would later learn was not just concern but guilt. I know what's going on, she whispered urgently to Mendeecees, her Voice trembling with emotion. Yandy was targeted. The revelation sent shockwaves through everyone present. Targeted our beloved Yandy. The very thought was almost too much to bear, but darlings, we were just scratching the surface of this incredible story of betrayal and deception. The family dynamics in that hospital waiting room reached a boiling point that would make any reality show producer envy. Yandy's mother, already a powder keg of emotions, dropped a bombshell that would shake the very foundation of everything. Everyone thought they knew. You think you know everything about her, she hissed at MES, her eyes narrowing with years of suspicion. There's so much you don't understand about Yandy, so much she's kept hidden from everyone. The tension in the room was palpable, thick enough to cut with a knife. Every person present had their own agenda, their own version of events, their own suspicions about what really happened on that fateful night. But nobody, absolutely nobody, was prepared for what came next, in a moment that felt like it was ripped straight from the most dramatic soap opera imaginable. Yandy's mother revealed the earth-shattering truth. Tasha, the loyal friend, the shoulder to cry on, the person they had all trusted implicitly, had been plotting against Yandy for years. The jealousy, the resentment, the bitter envy of Yandy's success, it had all been festering beneath that perfectly maintained facade of friendship. Mendeecees, his world already shattered by his wife's condition, found himself facing yet another devastating blow. The person he had trusted to support them through this crisis was actually the architect of their destruction. The revelation sent him reeling, but it also ignited a fire within him that demanded answers. The confrontation at Tasha's apartment was nothing short of explosive. Imagine the scene. Mendeecees, his emotions raw and uncontrolled, facing down the woman who had potentially destroyed everything he held dear. Yes, Tasha finally confessed, her voice barely above a whisper, tears streaming down her face. I never wanted it to go this far, but the jealousy and rage consumed me. I couldn't stand watching Yandy have everything I ever wanted. The confession hung in the air like a heavy cloud charged with the weight of betrayal and shattered trust. Tasha, overcome with emotion, revealed how years of watching Yandy's success had eaten away at her soul, transforming her from a loyal friend into someone consumed by bitter jealousy and resentment. I thought that if I could take her down even a little, I'd finally feel like I had control over my life again. Tasha sobbed, her words painting a picture of a woman so consumed by envy that she had lost sight of her own humanity. But I never imagined it would come to this. I never wanted her to die. Back at the hospital, Yandy continued her fight for survival, blissfully unaware of the drama unfolding around her. The machines beeped steadily, monitoring every breath, every heartbeat, while her family and friends grappled with the shocking revelations that threatened to tear their world apart. The impact of Tasha's betrayal rippled through their tight-knit circle like a stone thrown into a still pond. Every memory, every shared moment, every confidence suddenly took on a new, darker meaning. How long had she been plotting? How many of Yandy's struggles could be traced back to the actions of someone she considered family? The questions multiplied like rabbits, each one more disturbing than the last. Had there been signs they all missed? Could this tragedy have been prevented if someone had noticed the darkness lurking behind Tasha's smile? The weight of these questions pressed down on everyone, adding to the already unbearable burden of worry over Yandy's condition. Mendeecees found himself torn between rage and despair, struggling to process the magnitude of this betrayal while maintaining his vigil at Yandy's bedside, the sight of his wife, usually so Vibrant and full of life, lying still and silent among the medical equipment was almost more than he could bear. The family remained divided, with Yandy's mother and brother still harboring their own suspicions, ions and resentments. The revelation of Tasha's betrayal had done nothing to ease their mistrust of Mendeecees. If anything, it had heightened their protective instincts. The question of who could truly be trusted hung heavy in the air, poisoning every interaction. But, darlings, this story is far from over as Yandy fights for her life in that hospital bed. The revelations continue to unfold like petals of a particularly thorny rose. The truth about Tasha's dark motivations may be even more shocking than we imagine, and there are whispers of other secrets yet to be revealed. Will Yandy survive this devastating ordeal? Can her marriage to Mendeecees weather this storm of betrayal and suspicion? What other dark secrets might emerge from the shadows of their past? And perhaps most importantly, will Tasha face the consequences of her actions, or is there more to her story than even she has revealed? The drama continues to unfold, with new developments threatening to surface at any moment. The family remains fractured, relationships hang by threads as thin as spider's silk, and the truth about what really happened that night on Bedford Highway may be even more shocking than anyone suspects. One thing's for certain: nothing will ever be the same again. The betrayal runs deeper than anyone could have imagined. The wounds are raw and bleeding, and the next chapter of this incredible story is just beginning to unfold. Will Yandy find the strength to overcome this unimaginable trauma, or will the secrets of her past finally destroy everything she's worked so hard to build? As we eagerly await updates on Yandy's condition, one question burns in everyone's minds: was jealousy really the only force driving Tasha's actions, or is there something even more sinister lurking beneath the surface of this tragic tale? The answers may shock us all. Stay tuned, darlings, because this story is far from over. The devastating crash, the shocking betrayal, and the family division are just the beginning of what promises to be an epic saga of love, loyalty, and revenge, as Yandy's life hangs in the balance and the truth about Tasha's dark motives comes to light. We're left wondering what other secrets might be revealed in the days to come. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears open, because in this world of glitz, glamour, and betrayal, the next shocking revelation could drop at any moment. And trust me, darlings, you won't want to miss a single moment of what happens next in this extraordinary tale of tragedy, betrayal, and the price of fame.